know, kind of the life of a streamer is when you decide to do just one impromptu stream just out of nowhere, and your entire calculation of what day of the week it is just completely, like, destroyed. Like, throughout the, like... Well, okay, this past weekend just felt super long for some reason. I don't really know why, but it was kind of good for it to actually feel long for a change, because usually weekends go by, like, super freaking fast. But yeah, this felt like kind of a long weekend for whatever reason. And today felt like it was, like, 3 different days all at the same time, and, like, different parts of the day. So I'm still kind of, like, recalibrating, because I'm not used to doing the thing. Holy heck, he's looking at that 15 stream streak. Thank you so much for this streak, Cal3X. If I can go. But I wonder if I could actually use that as, like, a measure of how long the stream streak thing has actually been active for, like, everybody to use at this point. Because like I said, apparently it had been in beta for, like, the longest time and only just recently became public, stuff like that. Your brain is heavily fried to do things in deep thoughts. Or due to things in deep thoughts. But hopefully it's at least fried in, like, a tasty way. I don't know if that makes things any better, actually, now that I said that out loud. Maybe you can disregard that if you so choose. But, yeah, with that... Oh, why are we not in? Hello? Okay, there... Oh, I got one thing to do. There we go. You saw nothing. Welcome on in, everybody, to this week's Wheel of Mystery Randomizer. Welcome on in, Striker. Welcome on in, Cal3X. How y'all doing tonight? You're considering doing a thing? Le gasp. What thing are you considering doing, if I may ask? But, okay, so look, the thing here... It feels weird to not have Soden be, like, the biggest slices, plural, on the board. For it to actually be, like, Ancient Cave now. Now watch, like, the next 3 days. The number one most likely option is when we pick for, like, 3 days or 3 weeks straight. Just to emphasize the fact that something is, like, cursed about Soden with trying to get that actually, like, played on anything. On a positive note, you got a snazzy new Tiandana cape in Warframe. Heck yeah, congratulations. I trust that it's a very flashy and colorful cape. Because I have no idea what Warframe offers. There's one of my coworkers is constantly, like, I guess not really constantly, but, like, on a semi-regular basis, keep telling me, hey, you should play Warframe. It's an amazing game. I'm just like, I already have so many other games I want to play first. And he's like, play Warframe. I was like, chill. You're good. Both your feet are essentially fully healed. Heck yeah, let's friggin' go. Are you actually, like clear to, like, probably walk around and stuff like that, then? Because that sounds like a really good as hell news at that point. Not really colorful, but it's big and flowy. I guess, yeah, big and flowy is just as important as being colorful, especially in, like, you know, a game like Warframe and or like Helldiver or whatever. Any kind of, like, action-y game. Like, the more, yeah. So the more showy the cape is, the better. But, yeah, with that, let's go ahead and give that wheel a good old heckin' speed. Oh. You know, the funny thing about this is that I opened up, like, all my windows ahead of time. I opened up the tracker before I even realized I even need the tracker. It's already set up to do a Final Fantasy Mystic Quest randomizer, which I find kind of amusing, because I don't think we did anything with Mystic Quest in a while. Yeah, so we would have done SMZ3 before that. Yeah, you see the podiatrist tomorrow, but look at your feet closely. The amputation site appears to be sealed fully. Heck yeah. Yeah, it took a while, but you made it, and for that I give you the audio claps. Just to make sure it gets properly, you know, translated. Also, I can probably unmute this. One thing I noticed that sometimes, like, some of my I did Mystic Quest recently. Yeah, it is a smaller slice, so it shows I have done it recently, but it's not the most recent chat choice. Maybe I can try to confirm this. When did I last do Mystic Quest? Last time I did Mystic Quest was on September 1st, so it's been about 2 months. Wait, if it's been 2 months, why is the wheel slice so tiny? I mean, it might be one of those things that maybe it didn't get fully, or maybe it didn't get translated properly when I had to redo the seed. It was the Super Curse seed. Yeah, I know I titled the video for that something about, like, stop eating my progression, because I know King was making a big kind of thing about that. I kind of forget the details at this point, but I do kind of remember just, like, I couldn't find progression anywhere, and it was a hell of a seed that way. Well, welcome on in, Moxie. How you doing tonight? But yeah, let me go ahead and get that set up real quick. So, actually, do I have a quick link for that? Stream stuff, randos. Okay, I do have a bookmark for that. Okay, so... Wait, why is locked following the expert? Same as standard, but items placement logic also includes other routes than coins. I mean, I do pretty easily get access to other areas like that, but let's keep it on standard for now. Just include original chest, don't necessarily prioritize. I want everything to have like an even chance of having items. That's more fun to me for whatever reason. You're actually hoping for Ancient Cave? Honestly, so kind of am I. I do want to see just like how long it takes for us to actually get like the 9 Irish treasures that we're going for. I think we're at, actually I can check real quick. How many were we at? Ancient Cave. We are currently at 5 out of the 9. And yeah, the odds of finding an Irish treasure do go down with each successive item that you find. But there's my wheel. Where was I? Okay, so trying to make this. Wait, start with Sky Coin. Why would I want to start with the Sky Coin? What is with the standard settings this thing has now all of a sudden? Random starting weapon, progressive gear, yes. Okay, something happened with the predetermined settings where they are not accurate at all. Like, it shows the standard enemy scaling at 200% to 250%, so no matter what, they're gonna be twice as tough, which I don't like. I will put the boss scaling... I've seen the issues that come up when we potentially buff the bosses, so I'm just gonna leave the max at 50, and we'll leave the low end at like 75%. I feel a little bit more bolder with the standard enemies. We'll put the range from 50 to 125%. Enemies density should be about half. Why are all these settings different now? I mean, the settings I've never really like saved before, but instead I am not going to make any attempt to beat the boss, because in order to beat the slime in the ancient cave, from what I can recall reading about, there are like 2 or 3 builds total that you need to be able to have all at one time in order to make the boss skill even possible on that one. And you still need RNG to be in your favor to even survive that far. And basically, like the last 20 floors, any combat can basically one-shot kill you. So, and I don't consider that to be a kind of fun thing, especially for how long it takes to even get that far in a single run. So yeah, did our follow count just go down? I saw a number flash. Unless I'm... Oh no, I might be seeing things. But, yeah, okay, so what was I? Yeah, so yeah, we're only going to get the 9 basic Irish treasures when you get from the chest. Because, yeah, getting the boss kill is just not reasonable. Unless you're trying to actually, like, speedrun the ancient cave on a regular basis, then you have, like, a whole bunch of attempts, but we're not doing it that way. We're playing this, like, basically every couple of months. I'm not going to put myself through that kind of, like, long-term grind. Because you basically need a Decker blade on Decker, and you need, I think, the Gades blade on Guy. I don't think you need anything else specifically equipped. I think you need a good weapon on Maxim, but you don't have to have anything specific for him. And you have to do like a very specific set of actions for each of the turns in that specific order to make it even have a chance of working. And I think the special abilities can still have a chance of... Actually, no, I don't think the game does have a random mischance. I think it's just you do damage or you don't. But yeah, like I said, there are way too many factors that go into actually getting the boss kill that it's just not what I consider fun. And honestly, just literally the last 20, 30 floors are just not fun at all. Because, again, you can easily get one hit kills from anything. And that's if you happen to grind every single fight from floors like 1 through 70. Which is also completely unfeasible, because you will definitely die by doing that as well. But, yeah, like I said, it's a whole bunch of things. Anyways... Yes, that's only on if... Yeah, just keep that. I do like the idea of boss rush for the Doom Castle, because really nothing functional gained in the climb in there. Overworld Shuffle, no. Crest Shuffle, yes. Doom Castle shortcut. Focus Tower's entrance. I think I'm fine without that. Tweak Frustrating Dungeons. I forget what this does. Ice Pyramid adds 3 shortcuts on the first floor. I don't know what those are. Giant Tree adds shortcuts on the first and fourth floors and control mushroom population. The mushroom population, I remember that being an important thing, because there are so many mushrooms you have to cut down otherwise. Pazuzu's Tower staircases are devoid of enemies. Yeah, that I approve of. Starting Companion, none. Available companions, we'll make them all available. How does the shuffle for companion locations work? Companions' locations are shuffled amongst themselves. No, let's actually do that for a change. We'll do that. Have to turn that off. Leveling type. We'll just do save the crystals all. I think that's the one. That's one I had fun with the most. So your companions level up as you get more of the crystals. That seems fun to me. Over type extended. We don't need. I mean, I guess we could do 4 times leveling. Let's do the 4 times leveling, because I think that's been the website default for the longest while. Double Battlefield rewards. Battlefield quantity. No, do not give me 10, please. Actually, no, random 1 to 5. There's obviously some kind of randomness in that. I like the sound of that. Nice flag options, no. NPCs? 4 NPCs, 1 in each inn, will reveal the location of an item. NPCs will never hint for an item already in your inventory, so hints may change during playthrough. If enemy density is set to 0, NPCs will refuse to give hints until you have enough GPs to also cover any remaining vendor items. Huh. Let's... I guess we'll put free on in case we absolutely get completely stumped on where a progression item is. And welcome on in, King. How you doing tonight? Yeah, I'm taking a little bit longer to generate the seed in this case, because apparently they changed... I think they may have updated the actual randomizer itself. But I'm seeing some options here I don't remember seeing before. So custom player sprite random, randomized Dark King's true form, yes. Several tracks to mute music, no. You reduce battle flashes, yes. Okay, so... Okay, that should be everything I need to get the seeds set up. So, a couple random seeds, and generate. Alright, go ahead and get that started. And then head over to West of the Mystic. I apparently need to fix the tracker thing. Also turn out the stream music. So yeah, why is it not working the way it normally does? I can't make it go any further left than this for whatever reason. What does this do? Game type? Interesting. Okay, so I don't know why it's showing up the way that it is. I need to, I guess, fix a little bit of UI change. Expand that a little more. Shrink that a tad. That about there. Alright, that should be about right-ish. Wait, why is there a robot in the tavern? Why is there a robot? Why is Tristan level 0? No, I don't think I've ever actually looked like the quote-unquote tutorial intro video before. I think they're trying to show... I'm trying to remember how this was even set up in the first place. Welcome on in, Solace. How you doing tonight? Yeah, I think normally the demo player is like in a different area, so these would actually be doing things normally, but now it's just doing completely random things. Yeah, let's just go. Okay, why is there a white bar on the emulator now? Hello? Oh, okay, it's because I had the windows ever so slightly off screen, that's why. Okay. Also, I should actually, you know, connect the tracker. That would maybe help. Lua emulator. Lua. Not the archipelago. That should be right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Alright, so this will be us. Welcome on in, Jakey. How you doing tonight?
You get to drink from the fire!
I can do that. Also, we're apparently Skelly Boy. A little late for Halloween, but okay. Thank you for the hydrate. Alright, so first, let's get some of our free items. Had to reboot Twitch. What happened? I figured if there's any items in Kaylee's home. Why are there... Oh, these are the hint people. Okay. That's who they are. Gotcha. Okay, so we start with... Okay, I set progressive armor. Oh, that is progressive armor. Okay, never mind. I guess we started with basic armor. There's 6. Sinus crap. That's always annoying. Hopefully we can recover from it soon. Oh, I didn't mean to quite go in that way. There's no items on that direction, I believe. It's also really good to have the axe, because that does more damage than the sword. Plus, we can do some environmental things with it. Oh, we got the tree wither already. Okay. We can actually do some stuff kind of early. Which for PS5 was being... I'm guessing you meant to say sucky on that one? Or stupid. Okay, that's fair. Okay, if Captain's Cap is like one of the Go mode items. Been 6 since Wednesday? Good lord. Okay, so since we don't have actual Kaylee, we're not gonna be able to actually do the, Actually, no, we just need the tree wither in order to be able to get that character in our party. No, since we actually have a character right now, we'll just go. But I was not starting with the Sky Coin. Please tell me I'm not starting with the Sky... Okay, the randomizer site is kind of busted right now, apparently. It turned on settings I chose to specifically turn off. I was not supposed to start with the Sky Coin. I don't know. It feels like things have just been kind of weird generally with randomizers lately. I tried doing a couple, like, Super Metroid map randos just as, like, a casual thing over this past weekend. Every single one of those seeds was a pain in the ass. And for the settings that I generally play with, basically unplayable. I could restart, but I don't want to have the thing just like kind of screw up on me again and change settings again and have to go through it again. We can make it through this one. It'll just be a slightly different logic at this point. With how long it took me to make the seed to begin with, I don't want me spending that much time trying to remake everything. Although maybe I did actually have a mistake on my side. Let me check my own settings. So. Oh, okay, so apparently I never actually changed it. I thought I did. Okay, so that was actually just my mistake. But like I said, we'll just go with it. Oh, yeah, wait. Okay, no, it's not the right thing. For some reason, I'm not used to seeing my HP, like, this low. I don't really know why. What is that? Your brain is microwave? I know the feeling. I think this is only money. But since we have Ruben with us, we have an extra free turn economy, so... Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, Ruben just did 1,200 damage, we did 74. Which, granted, you know, weaknesses, still. Also, yes, speed! Oh no, 8 damage, whatever shall I do? Ruben, how dare you miss? Yeah, I do kind of wonder if I'm going to end up leveling, like, too fast with a 4x experience modifier, but I kind of want to give, like, the proper default setting a chance to see how it feels. I know with the 3x multiplier, there have been some times where I get to the final boss and I'm kind of mostly useless, so maybe this will actually fix things. And yeah, each of the Battlefield rewards, the value of it is just completely randomized. This could give us like 10 gil, it could give us like 2,000. Okay, actually 1,200 is a decent number. I'll go with that. I do need to buy... or get the item from you. Oh, hello, Phoebe. Oh, I thought you gave us an item. Okay, I guess not. What did the trees do to deserve this? They looked at me funny. And welcome on in, Aegis. How you doing tonight? Can I get Ruben back? Okay, good, I can. I mean, technically I should stay with Phoebe for the sake of the spells, but... I'm kind of... I just don't want to worry about, like, the arrow count right now. Actually, how many fights is this one gonna be? Ah, that's too many fights. 500 million gil. Okay, it's actually nice to get that before we get to the ice cavern. Maybe I have to do a fight anyway. Like, now we can actually see all the enemies in one of the upcoming zones. They won't leave him alone. Also, is text speed already maximized? Okay, it's already maximized. Yay, basic charm. Look at all them frogs. How dare you poison Ruben? No, I like how half the enemies here are actually weak to axe. We're kind of breaking the game early, even without the XP 4x multiplier. 4x multiplier for XP. Already got that side, yeah. Now, the fact that we don't have bombs is going to be kind of annoying. We're missing at least one item here. And I think another... Actually, I don't think we'd even finish this dungeon without bombs. I think we're blocked here. Okay, we get an item here, and then we're potentially blocked. Oh, maybe I need... I think I actually need Tristan there in order for him to offer me the item there. Okay, that's actually kind of interesting logic change with the randomized companions, then. You're not guaranteed to get checks in certain points like you used to. Interesting. Okay, this will be some XP. Sure, let's find out how much XP we can get from this. And these should all be just a single enemy fight, because we're supposed to have only ourselves at this point. Okay, never mind. We can get multiple enemies. But yeah, also the Morningstar counts as an axe attack, so we have literally every enemy weakness, basically. One more. How much XP we get? Okay, so from this fight, we got 120 XP. 816 is not bad for XP. Oh, we don't have any other coins, though. So, I don't think any... I guess there was also a chest in here. This might give us another coin. Nope. It's actually to be... Yeah, random... So we don't have any coins to get through any of these yet. Oh, no, we do have the sand coin. Can we get anything down here? Just some refreshers. I don't think it's worth. Ooh, Gemini Crest. There's Tristan. Alright, so at some point we can go back and at least get the item from him from the starting cave, but that can wait for later. We've got 2 rounds, we can do this real quick for some extra cash. We do need to, I think there's like 3 or 4 different items you can buy from people in towns. We will need money for that. What do you mean unexpected attack? Heckin' rude game. Oh, why are you on auto? I don't like you being on auto. Auto? More like Dumdo. What do you mean that didn't kill him? Okay, 600 gold. We actually found a couple of good money ones. Okay, this is an item, so we kind of have to do this one. This one's gonna take a bit. The scorpions are weak to axe, so we'll have myself take care of them. Oh, I thought they were weak to axe. Apparently not. Also, I might be slightly getting murdered. Yeah, they can't be poisoned, but that's fine. Apparently they can't be hit by me either, because that'd be too easy. Three more fights. I do kind of wish there were like critical attack. Ooh, we can do 1-hit kills now. Nice. I do kind of wish you could do like critical damage in this game, just to give you a chance to be able to one-shot. I mean, you can't guarantee to do that with. But yeah, since every shot is a 1-hit, everything's fine now. Oh, the pinchy boys. And the stabby boys. Steel helm, that's not bad. Another item over here. I think we should be... Oh, there's only one fight. Yeah, this will be easy.
You get the drink from the fire hose!
I will do so. Ah! Thank you for the hydrate. Wait, did both of them? Oh, he was at so low HP. Okay, that's why. So the poison will kill him then. That's actually kind of funny. It is very rare that poison actually does anything useful for us. Will you stop murdering Tristan? Why did you not die? I am suspicious. Okay, I guess maybe it was Aaron and Tristan's head. Oh, God. Okay, there it is. Cure potions, not helpful. Okay, so let's go save real quick. You thought it was one thing. Oh, I missed the others. My bad on that. All right, there's the sequel and the sequel. All right, let us reset our dying status. I forget how much it costs to stay at an inn in this game. I don't have any spells yet either, so I can't really do anything functional with that. Random item, just heal potions. What about the spin-off sequel that no one asked for that kills the series? We don't talk about that one. Cure potion. No. I'm gonna save my money for actually good stuff. Ooh, Steel Shield. Is this the Gemini Crest by any chance? Yes, it is. We can travel. You are selling heal. That's an even worse deal. Okay, how much can we actually do here? Can't go down the wall there. We could get Kaylee in our party. I'm trying to figure out what the best way to route this is. Because right now, if we leave this area, we're going to be dealing with a whole bunch of, like, earthquakes every time. And I don't want to deal with that until we can just go to the volcano and just, like, clear it out right away. Yeah, let's head back to the wintry area. Let's finish this off for now. There should be nothing else in the town we can get. No, one fight for bonus XP experience. That seems fine a little bit. I think only the frog can do that. You're very hydrate happy tonight, aren't you? Ah! When I kill evil Skelly boss? If you mean from the opening area, we need bombs to be able to access that. That's why. We don't have bombs yet. Come on, into me. How you doing tonight? I missed how much experience we got exactly, but it was enough for a level up, so I'm happy. I don't know how I feel about the 4x level multiplier, because we're already like way well above and beyond our companions level. Which I guess I really shouldn't be so surprised by. So the way that the randomizer works is that when you normally would get bombs from this person, but the item that you get is just randomized. It could be just like a cure potion, it could be an armor piece, it could be a spell, something like that. Until you find actual bombs, you cannot actually get. And also, I think he only gives you access through the. Wait, does he still blow it up? I think in randomizer he just gives you the item. I don't think he actually blows up the thing, but maybe he does. Worth checking. Also, since he's replenished, we may as well pick more up. That's one thing I do like about this game, is that the brown chests are always infinitely replenishable. You just have to leave the area and come back in. If you're running low on certain items, you just kind of farm them a bit. Yeah, I think you do need another bomb at some point later on as well, in addition to this, to be able to progress. Honestly, Seed, sure. Okay, so in randomizer, he does not blow it up himself. He just gives you the item. But currently, not helpful. Yeah, in the base game, he does blow it up for you as a kind of a demonstration of how the item works. How much money am I even getting from these fights? We're only getting six money from these basic fights. Although I suppose you can always rest for free at the starting town, so... Push comes to shove, we just use that for quick heals. Because I am super down for some reason, I don't know why. Alright, so we could go back and pick up Kaylee, and then at least get the tree wither section done. I think we'll probably do that. Let's get the early checks out of the way. For Kaylee, we had to go through the basement of the one house in the Wintry Town to get to Firebird. Let's see if I remember. What is the name of the town? Aquaria. I am so bad with trying to remember places. Which is giving you serious connection issues. Keep getting the stasis circle. Yeah, Twitch is kind of just dumb like that. Where was... I think it was up here. At least I can say with like a positive note that it's not me that's causing issues this time. Not really helpful on your side, but at least for me, it's good to know that I'm not the one causing the issues. Also, I love how she has, like, the super mega level axe, but I don't think it has the full mega level axe strength. Or does it? Oh, no, it does have the super mega level axe strength. Let's actually go. Okay, so... yeah, we head back this way. I'm trying to think of any other... I mean, I guess we could still go through the Wintry Cave. Actually, there's another battlefield up here, I think. Is there anything useful? It is an item. Oh, it's 5 fights, though. Let's see what we get at the thing. My cabbages! I keep forgetting what that's from. I feel like it's something I haven't actually seen myself, but it's so familiar I feel like I should know what it is. Yes, thank you, Kaylee. I know how to use an axe. I didn't heal. Wait, when did I get spells? Sure, let's see if you're weak to any magic. No, but you're instantly dead. That works too. Ever tried The Last Airbender? Okay, so it's not something I've actually seen then. Ooh, I get a sword upgrade. It's not really progression, but it's always nice. Okay, so let's go get Ruben back then. Then we'll get a free rest at our home. That's down here. Okay, so that should be all the checks we can do in this region for now. The gang keeps running his cart over? Gotcha. So you can say that's a running gag? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I made it funny. Okay, so now we're doing that thing right there. Kind of feels weird going to here with like a weakened companion compared to normal. Good thing we have more levels though. Okay, so I think the sword should be better than the axe right now. Let's see what we can do with these guys. What do you mean miss? What do you mean miss? That was a whole lot of nothing. There we go. 200. Okay, that's enough. Yeah, I think we have enough defense we can kind of tank most of these hits pretty easily. Plus the free level ups. Note that the name used is not an error, that's the fan name for the group. I kind of figured that, honestly. Guys, I know you're kind of like me, where you're like kind of careful about how you like spell things, make sure they're correct and stuff like that. Oh wait, I need Phoebe to be here so I can get the claw check. Okay, so I only get one more check here right now then. So I get her back. I think I'm still better off using the axe because of the weakness. Maybe not. Oh no, we were doing 322 before. I guess we have a chance to check now. We did 380 something. Okay, the base axe is marginally better with the weakness. Welcome on in, fighter. How you doing tonight? Okay, that could be bad if it wasn't already, like, OP. Ooh. Don't have a lot of castings of that, but that's always a good find. Okay, so we need to bring Phoebe here to get this check. I already forget where we found Phoebe. I think Phoebe was at the cave where we normally find Tristan. I don't feel like going back there right now. Let's make a quick save here. Then we'll check this area out. Wow, the enemy placements in this round are actually getting kind of annoying. Oh, I do need to get across there first. I always try to do like the speedrun version of this movement route, but I always forget exactly how it works. Dang it. Wrong way. Just chilling. Long time no see. Been busy with the baby and the wife. Nice. Yeah, I gotta give it 6 a.m. to drop to daycare and drop the wife off. I don't miss having it up that early for work. I've been fortunate enough to I was able to convince my last boss to let me come in at a later schedule, which has been super nice. But I used to have my alarm set for like 5:35 in the morning, something like that. Now it's set for like 7:35, so I can go in a couple hours later. Super nice. Yeah, I definitely hope the family's going well for you. Okay, so do this the right way this time. You're not a morning person at all? Neither am I. Like, any chance I get to sleep in, I will absolutely take. Although I do try to avoid sleeping in too late. Like, if I sleep in, like, I think probably, like, the latest I'm comfortable sleeping in is probably about, like, 11 a.m. or so. Any later than that, especially if it gets to be, like, sleeping in until, like, noon or later, I just feel like my entire day is already gone. It's never a fun feeling, especially around this time of year, where if you get up at, like, noon, and the sun starts to set at, like, 5, you have, like, literally 5 hours of daylight. I may not be someone who goes out a lot, but I do still like having a good amount of, like, outside life for a little bit. Yeah, the Lamias are so much... Okay, I do cook this. Okay. I love how I'm forgetting mechanics for games I've been playing regularly for the past, like, handful of years. Daylight. Judge. Alrighty, didn't reset that. Yeah, one of these days I'll get this route correct. I need to go this up here now. Yeah, the time I wake up is a few hours before you go to bed. Wait, you go to bed at like 10 or 11 a.m.? I didn't realize you went to bed that... Is that technically that early or that late at this point? I actually don't really know. Alright, this fight shouldn't... Actually, we have Flare. This fight is gonna be trivial as all hell. Actually, I think Flare is still fire elemental. Oh, this should do like 1 billion damage to you. Okay, you're not weak to it, but it does a good amount of damage. You have any? Okay, you have no offensive spells. What do you mean, miss? Now, of course, Ruben leaves me to do all the actual hard work. And it wasn't even worth it. Okay, so we don't have bombs yet, so we can't get access to that. You try to get your meds around 6 to 8 and go to bed 2 hours after that. Fair enough, I suppose. Has that, like, always been your sleep schedule, or has that, like, changed over the past handful of years? What do I want to do at this point? Okay, well, we'll do another resave. Let's go ahead and just keep getting from here. Maybe this is, like, our claw or something. Or maybe even bombs. I'll take Rodanita right now. So I love how the trackers are really confused as what companion we have with us right now. He's changing from Phoebe over to Ruben. Also, we have Captain Max Hat, but it's not showing on the tracker for some reason. Moved later by a couple hours over the past few years. I suppose fair enough, yeah. But I remember back in the day, like, I would never, like, even on, like, weekends, if they're, like, by 20, stuff like that, I would usually go to bed no later than 2 a.m. because Savage! Ah! Well, come on, welcome in, thank you for the raid. Let me do the thing.
What is a raid? Throw a little pile of cuties. But enough talk. Welcome on in.
I gotta do more volume work on the Raidler for that. But welcome on in, Savage and Raiders. How y'all doing tonight? For those who don't know who I am, my name is Aaron Jevlith. I'm a silly little cat doing silly little things on the silly little internet. Tonight we're doing a randomizer of Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Honestly, one of my favorite games from the SNES era as a kid. I understand people's comments on the difficulty of the game, and honestly, there's a lot of fair comments on that, but I still love this game a hell of a lot. It's a lot of fun to play. It's basically a Metroidvania, which is, like, I think my favorite portion of it. And yeah, I still love everything about this game, no matter what you want to say about the difficulty. But yeah, how was Stardew Valley tonight? I know you're doing the, it was like the no livestock challenge, I think it was. It's Star does well for you? Heck yeah. So what all goes into that challenge? Because I know there's like no farm animals, but is there any like other restrictions that you're doing? I don't know if I've read much really beyond the titles that you have for your streams, but yeah, hopefully they. And actually, what's the goal for that? Are you trying to just get to like the 2-year mark and get all 4 of the grandfather candle things, or like what's the end goal for that one? Going to bed before 2 a.m., rushing to bed before 2 a.m. Sounds like Stardew to you. I can never remember which farming game ends the day at like what time. I think like Sunhaven ends at like midnight, stuff like that. What's another? I think like Discounting also ended at midnight, or at least a Force you go to bed at midnight, something like that. Yeah, like each game does it slightly differently, and I can never remember which one. He's a city cat, maybe a little bit. But yeah, Savage and Raiders, if any of you need to do any like post-stream self-care, like you need to go get some food, go get something to drink, go take a nap, or like whatever you need to do, by all means, feel free to do so. And thank you again so much for the raid, Savage. Hope you're having a fantastic night. Yeah, Mystic Quest is known as Japan as Final Fantasy USA type. Yep. Yeah, because they made this game kind of in response to Final Fantasy 2/4 not doing as well in the US, and they thought they made the game like too complex, so they tried to kind of like simplify things a little bit. I kind of wish Square Enix would take a second shot at this game, do kind of like a proper remake, and not like a full like 3D remake, something like that, but kind of like rework some of the mechanics. Maybe add like maybe add a way to get like multiple companions together, so you don't have to worry about like 2 characters dying in the same round or stuff like that. Yeah, no livestock challenge. Basis complete the community center. Why do I forget the community center is the thing? That's like literally the main point of the base game. Yeah, one item left, the duck feather is proving pretty hard to find. I don't remember. I think you can find the duck feather in like the Skull Cave, right? I feel like that's a place you can find that. Yeah, this game is a blast, and also it has some of the best battle themes in music, just straight up. Like in fact, this theme right here, this battle theme. This was the opener for my streams for literally years, because I just love this theme so much. Then whenever I did special streams, or I think my Steam Laboratory streams, I'd use the boss theme from this game instead. You got everything else, like completing the animal bundle without animals? I'm assuming at least some of that stuff you have to rely on, like the weekly trader. I forget what their proper name is, but the one that comes in the little like the purple card that's pulled by like the hog, whatever. I'm assuming that's where you have to get some of those particular items. Okay, one more fight and we get the item. You can find rabbits from Rare Drop in Skull Cavern. I remember finding like a good chunk of those last time I played in there. I remember I actually got to the point where I just started selling them off because I didn't have a need for them anymore. Because I already had most of my friendships built up with people who like those. Although legit, my favorite item from the serpents was the spicy eel. We got heal potions. Game freaking cheated me. How much money do we have? Oh, we have 2,000 money. I can actually rest just fine. Especially since we're saving 700 gold by not buying 2 useless checks. Yeah, the spicy eels were one of my favorite things. I think they give you +1 luck, and they give you, I think, +2 speed, something like that. And being at least partially a speedrunner at heart, I always love going faster in games. Yeah, duck feather can be found in the traveling cart, or a possible cat gift? Cat gift. What do you mean cat? I don't remember what cat gift is. You're gonna head out, so you can stay long. You have a brain-friendly large amount in mind. Do what you need to do, Caltrix, and thanks so much for hanging out. And hopefully whatever the brain-friendly large thing is on your mind gets resolved soon. Yeah, I know you could at least have like a starting cat as a pet. Like you have to have like a dog or a cat as your starting pet, something like that. I don't remember them having anything like mechanically that they did. Let's just go the main path first, I guess. You got some pretty good Skull Cavern dice as far as getting prismatic shards and stuff. Fair enough, yeah. Look, I like how that's just automatically open. Also, I thought that was the main path, but apparently not. Also, these enemies are very suspiciously placed. I know I reduced the enemy density. They should have removed... Oh, I didn't. Okay, never mind. I missed several settings when I made the seed. So not only did I miss the option to not start with the sky key, I also missed the option to actually randomize enemy positions. But that's why they're all still in like annoying spots, because yeah, the game actually is kind of accounting for that. Yeah, if you have a pet cat and its friendship is at max, they have a 20% chance to give you a gift when you pet them. I'm assuming it's the same thing as for dogs, right? Or do they have like their own separate mechanic for that? I love the idea of that. Is that something they added on with like the 1.6 patch, or has that been around for a while? Because I don't remember ever having a thing like that before. Look at Ruben just sleeping on the job. Typical Ruben. Okay. Well, if I was worried about getting experience levels before, I'm not anymore. Okay, I'm double Ruben's level right now. This is kind of insane. And Ruben is still owning this area despite being under level. That's the other kind of amazing bit. I think by the time you get to this point, you usually have Phoebe with you, and she's like level 10 or 12 or something like that. Yeah, Ruben's actually kind of doing... Well, I suppose he does have a lot more physical attacks, so his basic attacks do more damage as a result. It's the same with other pets, but the items you can get are different. Really now? Are they like completely different, or do they just have like a couple of unique items out of the slots? Please die, please die, please die. Yeah. Please die, please die, please die. Yeah. Those things can be kind of scary if you let them like gang up on you. Stasis circles and random resolution drops. I know sometimes they can help if you just kind of lower the base resolution you're starting with. So if you're like currently watching on 1080p, maybe it's just swap down to 720. That might maybe help with stability. You can try to give that a try. The battle OC goes so hard. Like I said, that's one of my favorite things about this game, and that was opening my streams for so many years because the battle themes of this game are just so damn good. And I will never be convinced otherwise. Yeah, I think Game Metal actually even did a metal cover of the battle theme for this game as well, and it, of course, kicks ass. Ooh. Progression? Oh, we got bombs. Okay, we can actually finish up the first dungeon now. Do I want to just... Honestly, you know what? I'm just going to bail and go to the first gate so we can level up our companion. Yeah, dogs usually drop bones, but can drop artifacts. Cats usually drop fish, but can also rarely give cheese and duck feathers. Turtles can drop coral, crabs, etc. Wait, turtles? How have I missed so much about Stardew Valley? I don't remember ever having like turtles available as pets or anything. But I don't think you get turtles as like livestock. Or is that maybe something you can do on like the island? I forget what exactly the island's called. I think Stardew has never stopped updating. Yeah, I remember reading a while back how apparently I forget his first name, but Barone, the creator of Stardew Valley, is already talking about maybe doing like a 1.7 patch at some point as well. I remember when he first made illusions about updating to 1.6, it was supposed to be just like a handful of like small patches to kind of finish things up, and then he adds like 20% more game to the entire game. I'm kind of expecting 1.7 to be the same with that. Last time we played was like 1.1. I did do a little bit of like a personal playthrough around the time that 1.6 came out. I got a decent way through, but I didn't really see a lot of direct content. Well, I'm guessing it's probably a case of like more of the content that got added on was probably like the end of the game, I guess. Yeah, like I said, hopefully that helps with the issue at least. Do you know how many megabits of download you get from your internet currently? I wonder if maybe that's like being a factor somehow as well. Eric Brown, that's what it was. Yeah, I think that was mentioned like a couple months ago, if I remember correctly. I remember it's been a while since I read that article about that. I don't think anything like concrete has been noted about like what it's going to contain. So I currently have the companion set to level up as I get each crystal, and we have not gotten any crystals yet, so all of our companions are still going to be at the just 7th level. Once we get this dungeon beat, everybody will level up to, I think, 14. I think where the thing is set up. Gonna look while you make food. Enjoy your lurk, Savage. And enjoy the food as well. And thank you once more for the raid. No matter how often I play this, I always assume there's gonna be something down here hidden that I'm just not aware of. Actually, how much damage do the bombs do compared to the knights? Is it the knight sword I have currently? Or is that the next tier? Oh no, Excalibur is the next one. So yeah, knight sword, 97. Wow, our sword is actually better than like everything else right now. So some settings stuck, but the only the ones that make it harder for you. In this case, it's only ones that make things more annoying generally. So now I have to do more encounters, and I can't just like randomly skip past most of them. And then the other one basically just give me like an end game progression item right away. So one of them technically makes it easier. One technically makes it harder, quote unquote. Look, it's me, and I'm doing a little dance, doing a little skelly dance. You're gonna eat Kraft macaroni and watch the stream on TV? You gotta support Mr. Catman. I can't remember the last time I've had Kraft macaroni. I actually kind of miss it, honestly. Okay, now I want Kraft macaroni. Okay, so blow this up. Go here real quick. Wait, I shouldn't what? Shouldn't have Kraft macaroni? Granted, it is probably like the lowest level as far as like health goes for it, but and I actually do kind of miss the flavor a little bit, and like the kind of like the thickness of it. I wonder what the actual miss percentage chances are in this game. And if they vary between like characters or enemies. It's really something I've never thought about until just this very moment. It feels like I'm missing a lot more than I should be. Trying to make like a good homemade cheese sauce takes about as long as it takes for water to boil. Yeah, the thing about that is, like, for me, I have absolutely, well, I technically have some knowledge on how to cook, but I have absolutely no interest in cooking whatsoever, so that's kind of my downside of that one. Okay, so there's only one actual check here, which is annoying, but we can make it. We are personally way over levels for this fight. We have 3 flares even. We're just gonna annihilate this guy. Oh look, he's dead. Then once we get this crystal, Ruben will become level 14-ish. Because again, I forget the exact number. Quest completed. Oh, 15, okay. One higher. I mean, I guess... Actually, we didn't even need this something. We had access to the area through the crest. Maybe I should actually increase the logic for access in the area, stuff like that. Almost got me with that last one. Okay, so everything here... I did get in here, right? Okay, I did. So everything in this region is now complete. You can forget this place exists. Whee! Yeah, we got to add something up in a moment as a quick heads up. Yeah, we got here. Yeah, we're all done here. Oh, cannot go that way. I have to go through here. Oh, I didn't mean to... Okay, thank you, Ruben, for sparing me the use of flare. I did not mean to do that. That bonked me on my noggin. That spot is sensitive. Speed! You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Oh, actually, no, this goes to a different area. Okay, this is actually helpful. This actually gives us more access to more areas. Well, I guess we probably should go to Firebird next anyway. Or we could continue the, it's not even an actual check. To that spot. Actually, I guess there are still some free checks we can get over this way. Like in Windy and whatnot. And then we'll probably go back into Aquarium and take all the Scarlet stuff there. There are no enemies here, so we can just freely get items. So first vine. No, second vine. Also, I'm so glad you don't need a claw to actually climb up and down these. Makes things so much easier. I think it was the last one here. Yeah, second to the last one. We can still get some checks here. Okay, that one's not important. Okay, that's just a... I think it's a Mobius crest. I don't think we're strong enough to take care of them yet. I think we're supposed to be like level 20 for that area, so we're gonna hold off on that, I guess. We can still do... No, we cannot do here. I need the claw to get access to that. But no check there. Oh, why there gotta be 2 items here? I guess I could try the fights. Okay, just the one item here, and it's not even progression. It's only one fight. You know what? Let's do... Actually, we have flare. I can just use that to, like, annihilate everything. Oh, I was not expecting them to sneak attack us. Okay, apparently I'm strong against water attack, which is super nice. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna flare. Oh, we have more flare now. Oh, wow, that killed him. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Oh, that's so pain. Okay. We got freaking cure potions. How many fights do we need for this one? Oh, that's too many fights. Okay, let's see what free checks we can get here. We don't have the Thunderstone, so we can't turn this in. Should be 2 checks up here. Oh, 1 check. Okay, follow upgrade. I think that should be more damage than our current sword on its own. That's what I want to select. Yeah, 112 versus 100. Actually, it's not really that much more damage, technically. The hint robot. Okay, these 2 checks aren't actually anything. Go back to that so we don't waste any bombs. How much money do we have currently? Okay, we have more money than we did before. No, not you. Let's go ahead and rest. I love how the resting cost is expensive as all hell at the start of the game, but it's like not anything at the end of the game. The value doesn't actually change at all. Why are you trying to sell me these like crappy items? They're disrespecting me. Okay, so you two are just waiting for the wind to stop being windy. That's a Mobius curse, so we can't go through there. Yeah, I think next time I do this randomizer, I am going to shuffle the crest and stuff like that, so I can add that to part of the logic. Okay, you don't really do anything. Ooh, Gemini. Where's this go? Oh, just here. Nothing of value, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, nothing here worth talking about. We're not going to do anything in Pazuzu's tower. We can't go anywhere else yet. Yeah, I'm going to say we're done here for now. Okay, so let's go get Tristan again before we go back, or before we do the stuff in Fireburg, so we can at least get the story trigger in the mountain region. And I think Tristan was in here, I think. Okay, where was Phoebe? I think Phoebe was where Tristan was. Although we might not have access to her at this point. Nah, heck it, let's just go to the Fireburg and see what we can do though with our current characters. Yeah, 'cause we can't finish the right because of the... Actually, no, we can finish up this section. We can get the other crystal and level up our other characters. Ooh, more seeds. That's actually not the worst farm slot for those either. Okay, just miscellaneous item, we don't need that. Oh, no. Please do not make me use Flare when I don't need to. Thank you, game. Okay, head up here. Hello? That's not terrible. What does that do for us compared to the charm? Makes us immune to silence. Okay. Which I guess is kind of nice. We are, quote-unquote, the black mage of the party right now. But I think Ruben might have some more spells at this point. Okay, he has Blizzard, which is eh. Yeah, that is one of the other settings I have for the rando as well, where I think it's called like the extended spell list, where it gives the other characters a few more spells to make them at least not as useless in that regard. I don't think Phoebe or Kaylee get affected too much, but Ruben and Tristan get like a basic level spell, a basic level damaging spell, and I think one of them gets Cure in addition to life. Although Cure really doesn't have that much of a viable purpose in the game when you think about it. There's not very often you need to cure like multiple members of the party at the same time. And if you do, your odds are probably already dead at that point anyway. No, I guess technically having Ruben fall asleep is slightly faster because we get to skip a couple frames of his turn popping up. I think I can progress from here still, right? Or am I thinking of a different area? I can never remember which entrance actually gives us full progression in this dungeon. Okay, looking at the tracker again, I was looking at the Captain Max hat on the top. That's only for when we've activated that check. We actually have the Acolyte itself track on the bottom. But nothing else for us to do. I forget how we get in there. Oh, right, we came from the other doorway. Yeah, we got that last time. There is a check over here for us to get at least, I think. Or is this where one of the switches was? One of the two. Heck, damn it. Hit 2 times, did 1 damage. Good job, Fishman. Hey, level up. Tracker is showing crystal progress. Actually, yeah, it's not. That's interesting. I'll just do it manually then. Yeah, thanks for giving me the heads up on that, because I would not have noticed otherwise. Ooh, big crit. I mean, that's not really that useful given that we have Flare, but okay. It is a different element, so if we find something that's like strong against fire, we can use that. Although most enemies that are weak against, or that are strong against earth are also strong against fire, so it doesn't really do much. Now, one of these days I might be brave enough to try the weakness shuffle as well, but that's probably gonna be further down the road. Giant enemy crab. Strike the weak point for massive damage. Seriously, what is the miss rate in this game? Feels kind of insane. Unless maybe the RNG itself that they use for that is not exactly... Well, maybe it is coded quote-unquote correctly, just not or to actual, like, proper chances or anything like that. Okay, we got the river coins. We have access to every region normally. Crab that... Oh, never mind. Yeah, he kind of went explode. Was there anything over here, right? Yeah, just give us a little preview. That's a lot of checks in there. Holy crap. Okay, I'm glad I went this way instead of the Firebird area. Yeah, look at these levels. Two checks here, nothing super important. very carefully. I think that was just a brown chest out there, so I'm not really worried about what's up on top there. Okay, that's why they suck, so they call it blind. Which unfortunately does not go away when the battle ends. Okay, there's a check up there. I'll gladly take that. I mean, I was kind of talking about Cure isn't really all that useful, but god damn it. Actually, I guess I kind of did want to go here anyway, so I get all the items. Okay, I'm already full on Eclipse, that's why. Okay, Mobius Crest, okay. Quake, that's okay. Okay, Thunder Rock, okay. The only thing really super useful out of that was the Mobius Crest, really. Thunder Rock gives us a single check, but that's just a single check. Mobius Crest gives us access to a couple, at least different, like, teleportation things. Well, I guess we're not doing this then. I forgot I needed claws to actually get out of that. Sure, let's get this. Okay, I guess we're not getting that. Yeah, we're just leaving, I guess. See, this is where I wish I had the exit spell so I could just, like, leave immediately instead of having to walk through everywhere again. Yeah, I think once we get the claws, we can just full clear this and the other entry cave area. We don't this section entirely. Actually, I think the coin we just picked up, it gives us access to another check or two in the tower. Actually, probably gonna go back there first. And we do have a multi-key, but I don't think that helps for the chest there in that area. We'll find out. I suppose. I mean, he's gonna miss like a billion times anyway. Also, I didn't really realize we had that many heal potions. Oh, there's the Venus key, okay. Actually, how do I get to the other chest then? Oh, I have to go through the little middle path there. That's how I get through that. That takes 5, I don't want to do that. We'll do 1. Okay, 900 gold for 1 fight. I'll take that any day. 3's not worth it, especially when we're already this over leveled. We can't do anything else in here right now, because we already kind of have everything. I did want to pick up Tristram, but I think Tristram back in, like, the starting. Right, I should have, okay. Oh, do I need Ruben here? I think Ruben is who we need here, actually. We don't have that one, do we? No, we don't. So, nothing of real value there. Ruben's fine. This game isn't about him. I mean, technically this section kind of is. There's one... Actually, no, we need claws for this area, too. We should still be able to... Oh, wait, no, we can't. I'm gonna do something real quick. Don't mind me, I'm just using... Special Super Nintendo magic. Trust. Just make sure I don't, like, soft lock myself. Because I think I can still get some checks here without soft locking, but I'm not 100% sure. No, I kind of wish that was an option in the randomizer settings, actually. Let you start with the exit spell. That would actually be kind of nice. Okay, so no progression here. Okay, so we could go back that way. Yeah, I need the claw to be able to use that, too. Okay, so there is at least some level of... Okay, so yeah, there is... They did think about that as far as avoiding soft blocks, so that's at least good. Oh, wait, we need the claw for... Oh, we need the claw for the mountain area. I think we can go inside the volcano itself and be fine. Oh, no, we do need that here. Let's see what we can get with our current items. Okay, that's not progression. Don't have the big bomb, so we can't open that up yet. But we can also see if we even need to worry about that. We might not have to. Yeah, fun fact, this game actually had 2 primary composers. One of them, I think, mainly took care of the battle themes and a couple, dungeon areas. Then the other person took care of basically all, the towns and stuff like that. But yeah, this game is actually a dual composer setup, which is actually kind of amazing. And honestly, just, the sound font also really helps it, too, as well. I have the second, you need the 3rd level of bomb to be able to throw it. Yeah, like I said earlier, for all the complaints that people have about certain aspects of this game, some of which I do at least understand, if not completely agree with. Yeah, this game, the music is second to none. Okay, that opens that at least. Yeah, like I said, just the composition and the sound font together are what make the music in this game so beautiful, in my view. Can't climb down there. I should probably heal myself soon, but I'll worry about that later. Also, I love how this enemy's name is Hot Wings. It's a firebird, so of course his name would be Hot Wings. Also, we're not one-shotting enemies anymore. I find this deeply concerning. That's actually a pretty good heal for ourselves. Welcome on back, Savage. Hope your meal was delicious. Is there anything over here? I forget. So you didn't have hot wings for dinner? Sag. Would have been so fitting. Also, I love how when we're petrified, it doesn't even look like we're petrified. It just looks like a normal stuff. Oh, you can't even one-shot them. Oh, that's concerning. At least you're immune, but... Actually, they're made of fire. I wish I could target just specific quantities of enemies, like Lufia 2. Oh, that's not even enough. Oh, this is annoying. Yeah, we're gonna have to let the fight just restart, I think, at this point. I think we'll get rid of the ninja first so we can damage our turn economy. I think that should help. Take that, turn economy. Ah, but the game is magical enough that I do not need to do that on my own. That's the neat part. Okay, at least I'm still giving some long-term damage by that. You know, it's not necessarily a lot. Yeah, since they're actually doing kind of a good bit of damage to me, I'm gonna actually properly heal every now and again. No, it's not worth. Yeah, I think we might be bailing on this area soon. I think there's a lot of checks back at this point. Actually, you know what? Let's see how good the bombs are in this stage. Oh, they suck, actually. Okay, at least Ruben's attack should destroy them. Yeah, there's that kind of benefit, but yeah, they don't do as nearly as much as I was hoping they would. Eat them. Ooh, check. Oh, there's a Omega Grenade. Okay. Now we can go back to that one check and see what's over there. Just can't remember how to get there. I think it was... No, it wasn't up there. That was the one path, actually. Oh, no, that was the other region. Okay, no, this was... Okay, there's a different one-way path I was thinking of. Oh, no, they're hot! Quick, someone get the milk. Oh, there's an entire room up here. Oh, you would make me do a fight, wouldn't you? At least these guys are chumps. Wasn't even worth. Okay. Yeah, there are a couple other spots that we do get progression by having the third level bombs. Actually, we can... Okay, once we get the claw, we can actually get all the checks done in the first mountain area because of the bomb upgrade. But for now, we're just going to see how far we can do here. The bomb does so little damage as it is. Like, even when we'll only split two ways, it doesn't even do like 200 damage each. So it's not going to be really useful enough, I don't think. Yeah, great. Now, if the ninjas were weak to bombs, then maybe. But even then, I still don't think it would do enough damage. Turtles are either way. Well, turtles all the way down. Also, I swear, Ruben has a higher accuracy when he's blinded than when he's normal. Yeah, 4 attacks since he's been blinded, no misses. I think blindness is a myth. And he hasn't missed in a while. Yep, he's still hitting. I mean, he is being a beast right now, to be fair. Okay, there's a check. Oh, that was hardly any damage right there. Oh, now you miss. Well. Finish you off at least. Yeah, you do the fire damage. Actually, that's not that much damage. Okay, at least I can two-shot them. Well. Given you can paralyze, I don't like... Okay, now I should probably actually cure that. Oh no, not the scimitar. There we go. Okay, I think white is a non-elemental spell, so that's always going to be effective against enemies, no matter what element resistance they have. Well, that's at least nice. Back to the sword. Easy kill. Easy kill. No other active checks. Get the rest of those. Go after you, go after you. There we go. Just because I have like a billion heal potions, may as well. And yeah, technically level 1 axe is better than level 2 sword when they're weak to it, so bring out the big guns. Now, I wonder if we can actually get access to all, like, the big item fields in this dungeon without the claws. We'll find out momentarily. So a couple of basic items. So many level ups. Okay, so we can't go up there. On the plus side, all the enemies that we kill do stay dead for as long as we stay in this area, so when we head back, we can avoid about doing any more encounters on the way out. Okay, I'm doing a lot of damage, I'm just not doing enough. I could have sworn I saw like 200-something damage with the sword the first time with these guys. I was wondering why the damage was so low. On big checks. Yay, big check room. Yes, there's one check over there. Okay, I have to go down the other way. I have to go through you. Basic item. Yeah, this is third case. Okay, we got 2 checks. Ooh, best sword. And we got our cat claws. Let's go. Which way was this? Okay, that just gives a basic item. Now we're just 2 claw upgrades away from getting access to all of our Metroidvania like movements. Although right now, heck the claw. Well, that's not a positive sign. But I appreciate that they at least wasted a turn doing the Jira spell. Oh, come on. Yeah, I think this game realizes how BS some of the mechanics are, and that's why they allow you to have like the instant retry for a fight. Which honestly I appreciate. And then it keeps doing this stuff. We finally got our claw, and we got our max level sword. We got that within like the past like 30 seconds or so. Oh god, Rumour's about to die. Actually, this is not good. Oh, please live, please live, please live, please live. God, okay. Okay, we're getting wrecked by these birds. You know what? I don't know if this is gonna do enough, but let's try it. Actually, we gotta do both do Blizzard. I think they should be weak to cold, right? No, they're not. That is actually surprising to me. Oh, you do so little damage to those spells. Okay, so... I think we should be able to take him out with one shot no matter what weapon we use at this point. Okay, Chris also helped. Okay, there we go. We should be able to have this now. Yeah, we did it. Okay, definitely healing after that. Okay, so no major item there. Oh, why does there gotta be more of you? You know what? I don't know if this is gonna be enough, so I'm gonna attack with you just in case. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so at least we... Okay, they're wasting turns. I will accept this. There we go. Yeah, thankfully, I think all swords in this game do give you a speed boost as well, so you can attack a little bit faster when you have those equipped, which is nice. Oh, right, there's the chest down there. What's that gonna be? Ooh, new help. I think that gives us another, like, elemental resistance of some kind. Okay, that makes us resistant to fire, too. Bet we didn't get that earlier. Would have been really useful for, like, the rest of this dungeon. Alright, let's go. Actually, we did not need the claw for a single instance to clear this dungeon. That is actually good information to have for future. I think there's still checks in here otherwise, right? Yeah. Oh, theoretically checks. That leads to the actual boss fight. Was there anything over this way? There's... Okay, not an important check. Yeah, then that's just throwing where everything else leads. Okay, one more basic fight, then it's boss time. Eat him. Okay, so quick heal. I don't think we really need to use a C quite yet. I'm gonna not. Yeah, I think you're resistant to strong or to earth and fire, so we'll just do some whites on you. I think your blizzard sucks. Your magic attack sucks. Oh, you're not even... Oh, this guy's actually gonna be strong. Oh my god, okay. Okay, how much damage do you do with the blizzard, just as a reference? Oh my god, this guy has so much health. Okay, he's not even weak to ice? That seems weird. Oh my god, this is literal pain. Cure, I guess? At least we're faster than him. Oh dear. I think this... Does this also get rid of status effects? I always forget. Oh god. And I think this is us being strong against fire and we're still taking this much damage. Yeah, see if you can life yourself before you die. Okay, perfect. This could... It's poison and paralysis that this clock can cause, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna be immune to poison. Or at least paralyze. Yeah, I need to see to this point. I need to get the damage multiplier out there. Of course you freaking miss. Oh god. Just in case of shenanigans. Okay. Okay, that does at least get rid of poison. That's good to know. Why are you missing when you're not even blinded? Ruben does not know how to do his job. I think we're... Actually, we just have you life them now. Also, having the claw equipped does give you a little bit more magic stat as well, so my spell's actually doing a little bit more damage when it's equipped. That's one of the other things I like about this game is that your choice of weapons... Oh, God! This guy is nasty. Good friggin' lord. Yeah, poor Hydra. He just one-shotted Ruben. He's being heckin' rude. That's even more rude. I didn't know you could even petrify. Okay, I'm actually fine with that. There's still plenty of health, so I can keep whiting you. I'm gonna put some white on you, buddy. Welp. Feed you faster, feed you faster. Okay, good. Okay, so you white, you life. There we go. Yeah, this is why I let some enemies have, like, higher than normal stats, just so we have, like, these random moments of intensity. Because, again, okay, at least our character is massively over-leveled for this area. We should only be around, like, level 15 or 16 like Ruben is. Quest completed. Now Ruben is level 23. Okay, I'll take these. And now nothing's gonna shake anymore, which is super nice. Let's actually go back. Yeah, since we have Ruben with us, let's go do like the rest of this area. I don't technically need the claw equipped officially in order to make those work. But yeah, it's like I think I mentioned earlier, it's basically just soft lock prevention. You don't put yourself in a state you can't get out of. Okay, back to this. It doesn't seem like he's doing any more damage, actually. Which seems weird. Okay, I love how my sleep sprite as a skeleton is just me as a singular bone. That actually amuses me. We have to go this way. That's if we want to go back out the way we came. I think there is technically an item or like a cave in there we can go to, but yeah, that'll be for later, I guess. I think I should go after the mummies, so I think they can cause some kind of status element, like at least paralyzed, I think. Yeah, paralyzed. But it doesn't really matter in this case. Because we're OP. Alright, take out the mooks. I said take out the mooks, Ruben. You had one job, damn it. Alright, how much of a pain are you gonna be?
Connection terminated. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Elizabeth, if you still even remember that name, but I'm afraid you've been misinformed.
What?
You are not here to receive a gift, nor have you been called here by the individual you assume, although you have indeed been called. You have all been called here, into a labyrinth of sounds and smells, misdirection and misfortune. A labyrinth with no exit, a maze with no prize. You don't even realize that you are trapped.
Call checks use existential dread. It was super effective. What is that from? I have no idea what that is. Oh yeah, this guy's a joke. I'm not worried about him. What was that? Okay, the Jin's look right now was basically my reaction to that entire TTS. It's like, what even was that? The 3/4 of the first paragraph from the FNAF 6 ending speech? Okay, first off, I didn't know there were that many FNAF games. Huh. Of course, none of these are actual proper checks. But since we do have the thing... Heal potions. Knock that down. Alright. And I think there's no items on either side here, if I remember correctly. I think we need to go this way specifically so we can get back to the middle section. Back to pondering your existence. Have a good ponder. Oh yeah, there's still a cave here we can get access to. Hopefully there's something useful here. And the unfortunate thing about the Gumbo Bomb as well is that it actually doesn't really do that much more damage compared to other weapons. In fact, I think the Excalibur does more damage than the max level bomb. That's not where to go. So Excalibur is almost 200. Yeah, Mega Grenade is like 35 points weaker. It's kind of amazing how kind of crap the bombs are as weapons in this game. Except against like very specific enemies. Even then, they're not really that useful because again, their damage gets split up because there's more enemies in the field. No, one thing I would like to, like, if they did ever remake this game for whatever reason, I would kind of like them to redo the bombs to, instead of doing just a split even amount of damage amongst all targets, no choice in the matter, you pick a singular target, and then any enemies adjacent to them would take like half damage. I feel like that'd be a much better way to kind of balance the bomb to still be useful, especially in later games. Okay, so no key item, and okay, so nothing important here. Okay, so we can also go back to the wintry region as well and pick up everything there. There's still the mountain climb we have to go through here as well. Are any of these quick? Not really. So I think we are still missing an item to let us see into the fog up here. Which item was that? Yeah, that's the gas mask. Which we can still progress through the area. There's no problem with that. It's just we're not going to be able to see where the enemies are. Critical hit. Ooh, 666. Ruben is evil. Yeah, get him. Okay, so we can revive the, okay, that'll actually help us get to a couple more checks in the Aquaria then. That isn't, well, I actually don't want to go up here quite yet. There's an actual check here I want to get. Oh! Well then, okay. Exactly what we needed at exactly the time we needed it. Guess I can go. Okay, that's just a basic item. We don't need that. I do want to get up there, though. We need to go up the other path, I guess. That requires us going over this way. There I am being boned once again. Okay, I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way first. This way. Okay, shield upgrade. What does the shield give us? We went from basic 5 defense to 5 and paralysis immunity. Hell yeah. You offer me paralysis immunity, I will always take it. There's another... I think there are item checks over that way. Let's get those first. This area's kind of annoying with backtracking if you don't exactly know where everything is offhand. At least most of the enemies have been avoidable. I say that as I come to an enemy that immediately blocks my path. That's called foreshadowing. What do you mean they both... Oh, you're about to die. Actually, you know what? I don't know if White's going to do enough damage to actually take them all out, but I want to try it. Oh, it is. Nice. Okay, so there is... Okay, no key item down there, but there's a key item up here. Ow. Oh, yeah, since we go first, this shouldn't be a problem. Ooh, upgraded axe, finally. Okay, there is a boss there. They will have an item for us. Actually, I guess I could have just kept going that path. I can never remember which direction is actually the main path to go down. Actually, hold on. We don't necessarily have to go down the actual volcano thing itself. Let's just see if there's any more items for us to get on this side. I don't think there are. Yeah, I think we're actually done with items on this side. We can go back to the path. Fight the boss, get the item, then we can leave. I am really hoping we get exit soon. Anything up here? Just to replenish the wall. Not even that important. Yeah, Excalibur does more damage than even like the highest level axe, so I want to stick with this. Now that I think about it, I don't think any enemy in this game at all is like weak to sword. I don't think any of them are weak to claw either, but the claw isn't really meant for actual damage, so that part doesn't really surprise me. I don't think we need to save, but we'll save anyway. Okay, at least one of you did your job. I think this boss is just about their normal base stats, I think. That didn't seem like an unreasonable amount of damage. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, how about I give you a flare? Good damage. Confused again. That I hate that for me. Oh no. Well, heal potion, please. Okay, perfect. So just take you out. There we go. Okay, that is very potentially needed. Let's I can go. Alright, now we gotta leave the slow way. I miss my exit spell. So nice. Okay, so we'll go back to Firebird and get everything else here that we can get. We don't need to buy whatever item they had here for sale. Who is it that was here? Oh, Tristan. I don't think we need Tristan for anything else in this game, actually. We'll just leave him be. Replenishables. Multi-key. Just pure potions. Dang it. Where does this go? Oh, we can get this check now. Heck yeah. Okay, it wasn't actually anything. Oh, that was kind of a waste. Okay, so there's nothing of value here. Let's go ahead and stay at the hotel here. Were there items up on top here? No, there weren't. Okay. Now we'll do a quick rest, because it's practically free at this point. We haven't had to spend a single gold on anything. Okay, now we'll go check out the focus tower. See what items lie in the special region there. Two fights, and... Oh, do we have to? Oh, no, we need to finish up Aquaria first before I get access to this. That's why we couldn't move. That's frightening. That's also frightening. Can I just run? Okay, we can run. Okay, so once I get Aquaria taken care of, then we'll have access to the back of the focus tower. I do still need to finish the Aquaria, this little thing, actually. Yeah, I need another claw for that. Go this way. What was in here? Heal potions? Yeah, heal potions. What am I doing? Gonna head off for the night. Have a good night, Savage, and thanks again for the raid. Hope you have a fantastic sleep and fantastic dreams. Alright, so let's go down and pay Phoebe's old man, because I think it's his grandfather. Spencer, that's his name. I'm slowly learning. Okay, we should have all the keys we need to be able to open up all the chests here. It opened seeds. Refreshers. Dang it. None of these are helpful. I mean, I guess the seeds are actually nice, but I think we have enough seeds already where that's not really a concern anymore. Nothing over there. Yeah, we're just kind of done here. Oh, we got that opened up. Actually, does anybody here sell seeds? I know the things that they sell are randomized too. If I can find somebody who's selling like seeds, I'm just gonna buy like all of them. Actually, no. Let's head over this way first. There's like several potential cool items we can get. I know I saw at least one actual key item over this way. About one fight will do. This will be like super quick and easy. Oh, I didn't mean to. Okay. Yeah, murdered. 99 experience. That's not that helpful. Oh, right. This just shows you what's in the region. Can't actually do anything here. Nothing up here, right? Yeah, nothing up here. It opened! Pure potions. Hey, friggin' nabbit. Okay, the entire path was pointless. Okay, so yeah, I guess we just finish up the regions over here then. Yeah, we still need at least 2 more claw upgrades for go mode. So we should be able to get Pazuzu's tower pretty freely at this point. I always forget which is the main doorway. I think it's in here. Yeah, because that's blocked off from everything else. Yeah, unfortunately we have to redo all these fights, which is kind of annoying. Dang it. Okay, what happens if I change it from auto back to manual? Does that reset the... No, it doesn't. Okay. I was hoping that would, like, reset the auto remember command thing, but apparently it doesn't. Oh, yeah, I gotta go this way. Yeah, we're literally just speedrunning this dungeon at this point, just trying to get to the boss. I'm pretty sure we've gotten all the possible checks that we can get at this point. This way. Yeah, we should need to re-hit any switches at least. Yeah, I think once we get this crystal taken care of, we should probably go and pick up Phoebe, since she's gonna be like the best character we get for the end game. And she can actually help with a lot of damage and healing and stuff like that. Oh, of course you miss. Who am I with you? Why are there so many enemies? Ah. At least we're getting a lot of strike first. That part's kind of nice. We've got so much more to go through. No, I kind of wish there was an option to where, like, once an enemy group is killed, they actually stay dead. That'd make return trips be, like, not nearly as annoying to go through. I mean, technically you have, like, a limited amount of XP to deal with them, but that's also part of why you have the XP boost as well. To kind of account for that, and the fact that I can do everything faster. Yeah, it looks like we do have ads starting to come up momentarily, and it is about time for me to take my usual bio break around this time. I'm going to go ahead and leave it on this screen and go ahead and turn on the BRB. Run a few minutes of ads because there's not going to be anything else really going on here anyway. We can get those out of the way for the rest of the stream. And yeah, we'll be back in a few heckin' minutes. Until then, a burb.
You get to drink from the fire hose! Okay, you ready? Open
And we're back. Okay, I'm guessing the hydrate was done right after I left, so I should probably get that taken care of then. Turn out the burp first. And thank you for the hydrate. When am I gonna try Aria of Sorrows? Eventually, TM. I forget if that's actually one part of the Castlevania pack that I have. I can check that real quick. I have the Advanced and Dominus collection. So that's Dawn of Sorrow, Portrait of Ruin, Order of Ecclesia. And Haunted Castle. Oh, it's a redesign of the first Castlevania, okay. So that's not that one. On the Advanced collection? Okay, that's what I'm just looking at now. Circle of the Moon, Harmony of Distance, and Aria of Sorrow, gotcha. And Dracula X, apparently. Huh. Kind of amazing how many individual games each of those packs have. Yeah, there's at least a small part of me that does want to try to do some like the Game Boy based or Game Boy Metroidvania based Castlevanias on stream. I just don't know when I would do those quite yet. I think I know what my next casual game playthrough is going to be once we get done with the Talos Principle. I don't know what I'm going to do after that, but yeah, it's one of the things I don't really have. It kind of just depends what my mood is when I and what my current playthrough is for casual gameplay, and then kind of determine what to do next after that. It's kind of just on vibes for me, basically. And from what little I remember of playing those games on the original like DS or Advanced stuff like that, is that like base movement always felt like very slow, which is one thing that's kind of made me not as keen about going into it again. But I think eventually I'll probably get to one of those games. Yeah, I don't remember if Aria of Sorrows was one of the ones I actually played before. So I think I played, what were the other games? So I think I played Harmony of Dissonance. Actually, I know I did at least one Advance and one DS version of the Castlevania games. Is Juice Belmont or Nathan Graves? I think I did Circle of the Moon. I don't know if I did Harmony of Distance. I might have. And the other one. I think I might have also done Dawn of... What's the Portrait of Ruin? Jonathan and Charlotte. I don't think that was it. Yeah, I think I played a little bit of Dawn of Sorrow and then a little bit of... What was the other one? Dawn of Sorrow and Circle of the Moon. I think those are the two I played at least a little bit of like a whole bunch of years ago back when I first got them. You're in the middle of Circle of the Moon for GBA? Yeah. Yeah, was it... I think it was the DS one where one of the games you had to like kind of like mark a certain like sigil sign in order to actually like truly kill bosses and stuff like that, otherwise they'd respawn. I do remember at least that kind of is one of the general mechanics. Is it because of the cat petting? Is there cat petting? I'm slightly intrigued. There's cat petting. Dawn of Sorrows is poo. I really have like almost no memories of the game for the most part, other than just I remember like I said, the base movement just feeling very, very slow and kind of sluggish. For the Talos Principle? Okay, so I know there's something about cats somewhere. I have no idea how to access those. I'm going into it like completely blind. I have no idea what the hell's going on. So if we can find the cats, we're gonna find a way to pet the cats. If we don't find the cats, then... But we'll have to rest on the fact that we know they've been pet by others. Okay, we shouldn't need a save here because we're already gonna be like way OP, but you never know. No, I think you're the one who's actually resistant to earth and fire. But we'll try these anyway. Oh, you're actually... Oh my god. 4,200 damage, and he's not even dead. Okay, he's almost dead, but... Time for absolute murder. Okay, that was absolute murder. Yeah, take 9,000 damage in 2 turns. Get wrecked, nerd. There's no cap ending, you're gonna be sad. Depending on where we are and how long it takes to get to the end game, if it's not like too much of a side journey, I will probably ask like how to get to the cat petting bit. And if it's not like too big a hassle, I probably will try to at least make an effort for that. Yeah, Circle of the Moon has the twin tarot thing, where there are 2 sets of cards. Each combination does this somewhat different thing. I'm trying to remember which ones that I played actually before, and I don't remember if that was one of them. Okay, seeds are nice. Yeah, I think we don't need anything else here, so we can just... Yeah, we can just straight up leave. I know I've seen at least some speed runs for Circle of the Moon in that case, but I don't think I've actually played that one personally. But yeah, maybe it wasn't Circle of the Moon then. Yeah, I could probably go and try to search my game selection for that, but I honestly kind of don't know where the cartridges are anymore. I wouldn't be able to really easily confirm which one was which. Yeah, so yeah, we still need... Actually, we still need 2... Yeah, wait, no. So we need 2 claw upgrades. Look at my track here. Yeah, I think the 2 claw upgrades are all we need for go mode at this point. And it could be literally anywhere by now. This should be a fairly quick... Well, it would be fairly quick if the enemy position were shuffled, but... It is what it is. And you can honestly say Circle of the Moon is a great Castlevania game. As a fan, it's true to the previous titles, and there's so many nods to classic games. Unless you're a diehard CV fan, you won't pick up on it. Yeah, I'll admit, the main... I don't know, like the original Castlevania games, the ones that are just like the action platformers and kind of really barely RPGs, I never really was super into those, personally. I did kind of like Castlevania 2, but mainly because that one actually was one of the few early ones that actually had like proper RPG elements where you could like upgrade your gear and stuff like that. Even though I had absolutely no understanding how the system worked at the time. Oh yeah, I should have brought Phoebe here. She would give us an item. Oh well. Okay, so nothing there. Nothing there. But yeah, for me, I've kind of been more into Castlevania more specifically for Soden. More than like the series as a whole. So I'll kind of give that as my little... Yeah, it was the first game I ever actually like speedran myself, which I think is probably like a big part of why I have such a big connection to Stone in particular. It was like the first game I ever felt was actually like accessible to me as far as like the skill level needed to be able to be a runner in it. And I did do pretty good in my start out time, although I did learn pretty quickly that I am not built for like the top world record kind of grind stuff like that. I'm just not out for like a well-established game. And yeah, the other people who were around like the top level runners at that time, I don't think they realized how they sounded when they made certain comments about like how I should quote unquote improve my run, stuff like that. But yeah, it's kind of a mixture of things that were kind of why I stopped speedrunning it originally. Mario Star Wars is so good, it's right behind Soden. Yeah, like I said, I think one of these days I'll try at least a couple of those games on stream. Especially when there are just like so many of them too. I don't even really know which one. Like I don't even know what like the canonical order is, like lore-wise they would be. But we didn't actually need any of that. There's no other checks up here, right? Yeah, nothing else. Back over this way. Back over here. Bombs. Oh, we can't skip any of these guys. I don't think the axe is going to be stronger than the sword, even with the weakness at this point. But we'll try it. Okay, with the critical, that's definitely nice. Nothing key down here. Yeah, Ario, when you put it on, was just gonna play for a little bit. Literally play for 12 hours straight and played all night. Of all the games that I've had that experience with, I remember one game. It was like Easter nights. My parents were the type they not only did they like hide eggs around the house for me to find, they also hid like random gifts for me to find as well. There was one year for Easter. I forget which year it was, but basically the year that Mario Picross came out. That wound up being one of the gifts that they kind of hid for me to find. once it was one of those things where like I was so excited the night before that I literally just could not get to sleep. So around like midnight or so, I kind of got up and asked my parents, "Hey, can I search for the eggs now? Can I search for the eggs now? I'm so excited, yay!" And my parents actually allowed me to just do so right then and there. But I spent I think probably like maybe a good hour and a half doing like the search for all the eggs and gifts, stuff like that. And Mario Cross was one of those gifts. And I literally, after finding that, I spent the next 10 hours doing nothing but playing Mario Cross. And even in the early morning, I went the rest of my day without going back to sleep, and I was still energetic the entire time. I enjoyed the hell out of Mario Cross. I'm actually not sure what the last game was that I've had like a super extended session like that with was. I'm not sure if there was a grammatically correct way for me to say that, but I'm sure you get my meaning in that one. Yeah, you're not even worth using my spells on. Yeah, just one crit and you're dead. Wasn't even worth it, okay. Well. No, game, you could at least give me the exit spell so I don't have to keep walking out of here slowly every single time. I didn't need to do that fight. I did it dumb. Okay, so all that's left now is to go through the windier region. At least now we're properly equipped to be able to handle all that, which is nice. Oh, I swear, if that one battlefield left in Windia that had like the 5 encounters is where the exit is, I'm gonna be so angry. We could technically have gotten that earlier, but I felt brave enough. I didn't. I'm pretty sure nothing else here leaves anything useful right now. Yeah, when Final Fantasy VII came out in the 90s, you almost missed Halloween. Played that until 8:30 p.m., then ran out quickly and hit up a few houses since the night was over. They just gave you a ton of candy. It was so good you forgot about Halloween. Okay, so my story when it comes to Final Fantasy VII, when I got it. So I got that for Christmas along with my PlayStation. I think it was Christmas of 97, the year the Final Fantasy VII came out. I remember, like, I got through all my presents, got those all opened up, waited for my parents to set up the PlayStation. I booted up Final Fantasy VII right away. I played that for a good, like, 3-4 hours straight, something like that. And then eventually my parents were like, okay, it's time to go visit family, go get your game saved and shut down. Let's get going. So I go to find a save. I think it takes me like 10 minutes to find a save. I think I was like in the middle of a story beat at that point. So I go to the save, open up my menu, click the save button, and my very first thought at that point was, what's a memory card? Yeah, I had no idea what a memory card was, and neither did my parents because they were not told about the PlayStation needing a memory card. So yeah, I could not save my game originally after playing for like 3 to 4 hours. That was my first memory of Final Fantasy VII. Thankfully, my parents were cool enough to let me just keep the console running until they could go out and eventually get a memory card, which was super nice. Just kind of doing one speedrun. Yeah, speedrun the game in my first playthrough. Back in the days of where the only guides you could get were like the Prima guides that weren't always 100% accurate. Actually, I think the Prima guide for Final Fantasy VII was like 10% filled with errors anyway. But like some items didn't actually have the drops that they said they had. Some of the resistances were incorrect. Some of the stat values were incorrect. It was like little bits of problems I know with those guides. I still had fun though, and that's the important bit. I also remember being extremely stuck when trying to go through, I think it was Sector 7? Like, when you're going through with Eris and trying to get to, I think you're trying to get to a wall market at that point. There was one particular section that I just could not understand how to get further advanced until like an hour later when I realized you can just walk on the pipe. You're gonna be able to like actually progress to the next area. Oh, there's one of our claw upgrades. One more and we're in go mode. Is there anything down here? Okay, there's a basic chest there. We don't need that. I don't think I need to fight that mummy down there. Yeah, same thing happened to you. You got your Shinra attacking the slums, went to save your, like, memory card? Oh, okay, yeah, renting the PlayStation as well. That would also do it. Yeah, 'cause you couldn't rent memory cards, could you? Oh, God, I never even considered that as a possibility. I actually forgot, like, console rentals were a thing, too. Oh, Lord. I never even thought about that one. You gotta go to the video store and get a memory card the next day, but had to start all over. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, that would definitely be annoying as hell. They had one and open up a new one? Heck yeah. Okay, so... Is that normally how we get here? I feel like I used a different teleporter to get there in a previous seed. So like 5 hours of progress? Yeah, I mean, like, I'm the type of person where if I play a game for like an hour and then I, like, for some reason, like, lose all my progress, stuff like that, that'll make me stop playing a game right then and there. So 5 hours, I can't even just straight up imagine that one. Ooh, better armor. What does that give us? So, that also gives us wind and sleep immunity. Heck yeah. So, it doesn't seem like there's anything vital up there. I don't think... I figured if this claw does the petrification or not. I think that might be the final claw, but we'll find out. Oh, it did something. Unless they're actually just that weak. Yeah, what does the Charm Claw do for ailments? Charm Claw does paralysis, confusion, poison, blind, and sleep. Okay, so it doesn't cause petrification. That's the final level. One thing I do kind of like about the claw weapons is that whenever they do their status ailments, or whenever they trigger it, it does all the elements at once. It doesn't do like a piecemeal, like sometimes you get this element, sometimes you get that element. No, just if they trigger, they all trigger. We're still missing one claw upgrade. Once we get that claw upgrade, then we're in go mode. Although I suppose if we want to try to go for speed, we should probably save the stuff we don't need to do for last. Yeah, we'll come do the tree later then. We'll just go up Pazuzu's tower for now and see if we can just naturally find the claw in there. Also, wasn't there a... Okay, I guess not in there. Okay, so we've already been inside that spot. Oh yeah, we can get the item from in here. Hey, we get strike first, let's go. Yeah, usually when you do these battlefields and you have like the strike first or you got ambush, whatever, usually you're gonna get those through all the encounters in that particular battlefield. So it's really nice that we get the one we get to sneak attack. Yeah, like I mentioned, I'm just hoping that this battlefield doesn't give us the exit spell, because we could have like farmed this spot earlier if we really wanted to. I didn't feel brave enough. 3 more. More. Oh, we didn't get a sneak attack. Dang it. That's actually kind of strong. Not allowed. Oh, they actually survived a hit. Holy heck. Okay, so target those guys with myself. There we go. That's more like it. Seeds. Got freaking seeds. There's nothing for us to do. Oh no, we can turn the Thunder Rock at least. That'll give us a check. Plus, we can see if we can get Phoebe in here. Okay, this gives us access to a check. Doesn't give us a check immediately. We can go up here, cross the Rainbow Bridge. And since we have the big bombs, we can do this. Oh, right, that's it. That's that into motions. Okay, so that's actually a hard required check then. I always forget how important that particular spot is. Okay, this does not seem... Nope, I didn't mean to go back in there. Yeah, because that just goes back to the other side. Yeah, this section always confuses me on how to get the actual check that's in here, if there even is a check there. Yeah, this all just literally loops in on itself. It doesn't actually really do anything otherwise. I don't think. Oh, come on. Or does that go up there, I guess? Then if we go in here... Yeah, this just brings us over here. Yeah, I don't get what the point of this section is. It literally just loops on itself with only the one chest. Blowing up the wall does nothing. Okay, so. Again, I don't know if you actually get anything by saving her officially, but I'm doing that regardless. So, Pazuzu is not on the first floor. It doesn't really matter what floor he's on necessarily. We still have to hit all of the switches before we talk to him. Okay, at least good to know where he is in the first place. Oh yeah, we actually need the max level claw to actually properly finish this dungeon. I forgot about that. Were there any items over there? Nothing key. Let's get those. Yeah, we actually might need to explore other regions first before we get the last claw. Oh god, you don't die one hit. Okay, they're not too strong as far as like offense goes. That's not so bad. Thank you. If I can at least get the exit spell, I'd be glad for that. If I get nothing else in this area immediately. Let's see what's on this floor first. Pazuzu's not on this floor. We can't get anything else here at the moment. We have to go up this way. Oh yeah, the crystals are still not updated yet. Tracker, there's tracker. Okay, now we're unable to progress. So we do have to go back to the other areas and see if we can get anything there. Yeah, I think the last claw upgrade has to be inside the tree. Because I know most of the other like mountainous region here also needs a claw to be able to get through like half the area. Which I guess the last claw upgrade could still be in there. Kind of like the gas mask was right before we needed it in the volcano mountain. I feel like the jumping is like marginally slower because I think there's like a frame that you stop moving before you make your next jump. All right, so have we been in here yet? Yeah, we have. Yeah, let's go check the tree first. The spot is technically available, but since we haven't actually beaten the tree yet, we can't actually go inside of it. Kind of annoying. Aren't the mummies weak to axe attacks? I guess we'll find out. Okay, so we're coming in here again. This time for realsies. Okay, I guess now we'll find out. Okay, they're not weak to axe. I don't know why I thought they were. I wonder if I could maybe talk to some of the robot hint guys in the town to maybe find out where the last cloud upgrade is. I don't find it here. I know the randomizer says they will not give me hints to areas or to items I already have. Ooh. Hello, item. It could just be... It could be like the axe upgrade. It could be an armor upgrade, something like that. Hopefully it's the claw upgrade. I would love to just go mode right now. On go mode! Yeah, go mode, let's go. No, if I just went 5 steps further inward when we were here before, we could have saved like 10 minutes. Hey, freaking nabbit. Yeah, that's about my luck with randomizers, though. Alright, now we get to do all those random encounters in Pazuzu's tower again. It's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. I guess I'm gonna try to find out where Phoebe is at this point. I want to have her back in my party before we do the Doom Castle. I guess it would also help to have her for this section as well, because I think she does have the light spell. She can help do a lot more damage with that, but eh. Okay, you do not get one shot, I believe. Actually, it might be one shot by my sword. Might be worth testing at some point. Also, Ruben's about to die. Okay, they did not one shot currently. Yeah, do it to a single target. How heckin' rude. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Okay, not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. There we go. Okay, so there's nothing else we can do down there, so let's move up here. Let me get the claw ready. Come on. Nothing up there. Oh, of course you paralyzed Ruben. I do like how at least most status effects you can eventually just come out of on your own. Except for Petrified, but... Yeah, Paralyzed you can just break out of naturally. Oh, confused. Concerning. Okay, good. Broke out of it. Hey, level up. I still gotta do this. Oh, I don't have wind. Dang it. So I know the eye guys have a reflectability, so I don't want to use a spell on that. Okay, that was not useful. Ha, you suck. This guy, use the cure. Anyways, they had that particular musical taste. Can't heal forever. going down there doesn't do anything, so... I wish I was strong enough to just one-shot this guy, but apparently I have to deal with it. What do you mean, miss? Ruben, be better. I haven't really heard a lot of songs by The Cure, and I don't know if I mean, I'm sure if you told me, like, what song is there, then I heard it, I might be able to recognize it. But there is no way I'd be able to tell you what song by The Cure out there that I know. In fact, literally, my only exposure to The Cure, like, specifically that I'm aware of, was from The Wedding Singer. Miss 9? Yeah, that reference is lost on me, straight up. I think we can take these two L1 hits. Nope, not that one. Okay, so the Thanatos guy is doing all the healing right now. That is good to know. I will take you out first. Get wrecked, nerd. I did not mean for me to get wrecked, thank you very much. Ow, that actually kind of hurts. Why do you gotta be rude to my friend? Stop that. What do I mean, miss? And they got hit for 9 damage? Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't even... I mean, I noticed the 9, I paid, like, no conscious attention to it. My attention span is very precious, as I'm sure you know. Back to the sword. Yeah, I still don't think I can one-shot these guys. I keep getting so close. At least they won't last for like more than 2 rounds, I don't think. Oh wow, that guy didn't even try to save himself. His friends didn't save him either. There we go. Ha ha. 1. Not up here. Actually, any level with a switch, then the Pazuzu's not gonna be up there. What's over that way? Because there's a staircase that way. Where does this go? Absolutely nowhere useful. Gotcha. I have to fight you. I think we one-shot these two? Okay, yeah, good. Well, we could one-shot them if it would actually be useful. I'm immune. I don't need sleep. Parentheses, I actually do need a lot of sleep. I'm very bad at getting sleep. Hopefully when I get my next level up, I can at least one-shot these guys on my own. I guess I could technically use the... Actually, this would be a good point to use the bombs. I'm so close to getting them one shot anyway. That would kind of help get most of them in the proper range. Get them a little quicker. Okay, maybe I can one shot them. I'm immune to your songs. Yeah, I really do miss the random enemy positions being on, so you can ignore so many more fights that way. In fact, I kind of feel like that's why the seed is, or at least part of why the seed has lasted as long as it has, because there have been so many required fights, because there are just really the worst possible spots by design. Yay, critical hit I didn't even need. Okay, so no key items there, not worried about those. No, we haven't even seen Pazuzu at all yet. I'm actually kind of concerned. Was there supposed to be a switch on the upper floor? I don't remember seeing it. I think there's like 3 switches we have to hit before we can lock Pazuzu down. No key items. Okay, there's the switch for this level. Okay, can I one-shot these guys now? No, I cannot. Okay, so bomb it is. There we go. That's a little more like it. Okay, so we'll give you the speed boost so you can do the life, and then Ruben can get the kill. Or not. What is Ruben's speed? Ruben's slower than me. Ruben's slower than me without the sword. What the actual hell? Okay, in battle, life gets rid of the poison, but it doesn't do that outside of battle. I find that kind of dumb. Oh, nope. Not spell. Will you stop being faster than us? How the heck can annoy me? Yeah, take that. Yeah, have we hit all the switches? I think we have. Is the switch, so the switch actually closes off various elevators to make sure the Pazuzu can't get away when we try to confront him. That's why we're hitting all the switches. Oh, so there'll be a key item up in there. Okay. Okay, we have to get these to these guys anyway. But yeah, you don't get one shot anyway, so let's just get this to prepare you. That's still not enough. Are you serious? Ow. Yeah, so it's in the actual elevator shaft itself. When you hit the switch, it actually like closes off and puts like a little floor space there. I didn't need to do that time. They're already... Can I maybe just do that again? I'm gonna try it. I have no threat of dying at this point. Okay. Actually, am I immune to petrify? Actually, I don't think I'm immune to petrify yet. Okay, I actually took a risk there without even realizing it. Thankfully, it paid off. Actually, bomb kind of works out best here, honestly. Let's get rid of the healer first. Okay, bomb again, have you go after that one. Oh, I didn't get them all, dang it. I was gonna be so proud of myself if I can make that work. So just in case I missed a switch, I'm going to save here real quick. I guess I could also do some quick heals. Actually, do I got plenty of seeds. Okay, they gave us 3 spooder spells. Okay. Yep, I missed a switch. Oh, the switch was literally right there. You know what? Okay. Reset. I foresaw shenanigans. Thankfully, I prepared for it. Yeah, so if you don't have all of the floors locked down, he basically escapes from you when you try to start the fight with him. Oh god, so many required enemies. And here we go with this again. Let's see if we can take out the Sphinx. The basic attack. Nope. Heck you. Okay, so in that case, we'll do this to take you out for sure. Let's see if we can get a good heal on anybody before. Okay, good. Not so much for being fully healed. What do you mean you missed? Not even one who... Okay, the one who wasn't blinded missed, and the one who is blinded hit. This game is heckin' dumb sometimes. Oh my god, so many enemies. Alright, last regular enemy. Let's just do these one at a time, I guess. Well, that's not helpful. No, I don't want to do the spell because then it's going to reflect off of the eye guy. Yep, you cannot jump over enemies. That'd be too easy. I'm going to be using seed anyway, so I may as well use up the spell slots. There we go. Now we should not be able to get away. Okay, so another quick cure. Need to restore my spell slots. Rotate my save just in case. There. What do you mean? What switch did I miss? Thank you. Okay, did I seriously miss the one above? I could have sworn I hit that. Yeah, I hit this one. What did I miss? Okay, there was a staircase going upward. Let's see if maybe this can explain some things. Okay, so this would let me get across each of these. Where does this lead? I think I can petrify these guys, right? Oh, can't touch that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, if you do attack with the claw and you don't see a number come up and the enemy dies anyway, that means you did the instant kill with petrification. Okay, so that one's good. Nothing going on there. Is there a path up here I need to take first? There we go. There we go. Yeah, Pazuzu's Tower is literally the worst of all the dungeons in this game, just because of how careful you have to do it where you hit every switch. Did that one never actually get hit? Maybe that was why. But we can actually one-shot, so let's take you out like normal. Oh, you son of a... I can't even jump across there. Okay, we gotta go back to the top floor, basically. Okay, so... what's our best way? I think we just head back the normal way, I guess. Okay, no, we go this way. And then up here. Can I imagine a tower switch location randomizer? Now I can. And I have many regrets about it. Yeah, I hit that switch. How did he keep escaping? Okay, where the hell did he go? Yeah, there should only be 3 switches, 1 on each of the even floors. All the switches are hit, so why did he escape? That path doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, this floor doesn't have a switch, so I can't do anything with that. Okay, I can't really... I guess I can go down here. I've hit that switch. Actually, no, I do want to do that. Yeah, are you still gonna be a bastard? There we go. Yeah, I don't know why he still moved after we had all the switches hit. Oh, I never did my C, did I? Oh, no, I did. Okay. Let's get right to the pain. Oh, you have white too now. Let's heck go. How much damage is it gonna do? You're not good with magic normally. Okay, that's actually good damage. Oh, you're actually kind of a bastard. Okay. Of course you would. Okay, I'm fine with that. We can flare, we can light. Why does Pazuzu always get buffed in these randomizers? No matter what the range is, he always gets buffed. Okay, he is getting wounded. I remember there was one seed. I had to do like 10 flares and 10 whites with my other character to get him into this phase. It was dumb as all hell. Yeah, for now, do some of this, keep ourselves alive. There we go. Yeah, if you attack him when he has his side shield up, he'll do like a massive attack against both your characters, and it just completely wrecks you. Yeah, we're getting them. Actually, let's do it this way. Cast life on each other, so if some funkiness happens, we still have a chance to finish up the job. Oh, you did that on character, but oh well. And we have so many first like healing level spells. We can just do this constantly until we get off this thing. It's always funny to be like strong against an element but still be crit by it. Okay, we should be able to take him out before he gets his next shield up. Yeah, let's go. Yay, green crystal. Do tracker. Now I have to go down the way manually to the bottom of the tower. I don't have exit. Okay, so you're immune to petrification. You are not immune to petrification. And now I gotta find Phoebe, so we have our best character going into the final dungeon. I always forget the fastest way to go down from this point. At least we should have most of the enemies already taken out, so we don't need to worry about shenanigans with that. So I'm missing exit, and I'm missing, I think, heal. And I'm also missing arrow, which is basically the wind spell. So exit, exit mainly lets you get out of a dungeon and go back to the world map like instantaneously. You don't have to worry about like traversing back out of the entire dungeon. Why is it still windy? Beating Pazuzu is supposed to turn off the wind. I am confused. We can still cure potions, but we don't really need those. I can't really get anything else here, I don't think. Okay, one more time so we can get access to the boat. Oh wait, I was gonna try to find Phoebe. My attention span is a thing. Sometimes. So Phoebe is normally found in Windia after taking care of most of the other side things. Oh wait, no, here's where I need to go to... Okay, I need to go to the mountain to take care of the wind, I think. I could have sworn Pazuzu was one I could talk to you about that. I think Phoebe is normally in the inn, right? At least not currently. Progressive axe? Sure? Giant tree, okay. Don't care about the tree. Where's Phoebe in here? There's a little kid. He doesn't say anything. Crap, where do I find Phoebe now? Actually, you know what? Ruben has white. That's all I really care about. Actually, do you have any more spells at your higher level? Nope, same spells. Yeah, honestly, this should be fine enough as it is. Yeah, Phoebe can take her main character superiority complex and shove it. Hey, more level ups, let's go. I think this is where the crest was that I needed to get to region was. Yeah, there we go. Onto the boat. We're getting a lot of strike first. I approve. I don't approve you two surviving, though. That you can stop. Can I do this fast enough to destroy them? Heck yeah, let's go. That was actually beautiful. I might be able to take you out now in one hit. Nope, still not. Oh, I should have used the claw on the Thanatos, because I know they're weak to petrification. Yeah. Okay, at least as long as they're healing, they're not doing any damage to me, so I can basically resource spending free. And in the event I don't do petrification, I still just do some damage, which is nice. Okay, the ship is actually being pretty decent with the enemy locations, honestly. There we go. Beautiful. I love being able to petrify enemies. It's such a nice feeling. Alright, all the enemies are now gone. I saw no key chests of any kind, so heck the rest of the ship. Whee! I'd never driven a boat before, but I'm super good at it. Whee! The shadow. Yeah, critical. Yeah, no critical. Still a one-shot, though. Nice. Welcome to Snowboy. How you doing tonight? I'm doing pretty well. We're in go mode and trying to get to the final castle so we can do the final explosions on the final boss. You got the not Shadow from 6 or the Shadow from the old radio shows. I don't know about the radio show versions, but honestly, at this current point in the seed, I wouldn't even be afraid of Shadow from Final Fantasy 6. All right, refight time. Are you serious? Okay, at least it didn't kill me there. Yeah, you always want to get rid of the moots, because that way so all your big... What? Did I just petrify the boss? He's weak to petrification? I'm sorry, what? Did I see that right? Okay, when I hit the boss, did any damage numbers pop up, or did they just immediately fizzle away into death and nothingness? So I did not know they were, my mind is blown. Does that work for the rest of these? Okay, no, this one's strong as petrified. That doesn't work for there. Oh, Ruben got petrified. We both got petrified, okay. Go after the side guys, since I know for a fact I can't petrify them. Is the golem doing a Terry Crews? I don't know what specific pose you're referring to, but Terry Crews is awesome, so I'm going to say yes. What the hell? Oh, they have a counter petrify. That's what's going on, okay. Well, that's kind of dumb. Okay. Okay, now we have a chance. Yeah, on the plus side, nothing is strong against Flare. Okay, you're strong against that, so that doesn't help. So yeah, white is always useful. Not as much base damage as Meteor or Flare, but again, never gets resisted. Oh, God. Oh, okay. That kind of worked out. Yeah. On the Dungeon Overworld screen, it looked like he was flexing his pecs. Gotcha. In that case, maybe. Okay, I like how even though I'm confused, I'm still technically doing the right things. Oh my god, Ruben was actually useful for a change. I don't know how to feel about this. Ooh, Aegis Shield. What does that give us? Oh, that gives us petrification immunity. Heck yeah. Yeah, we got plenty of seeds. I get the feeling of shenanigans. I'm gonna save before this fight. There we go. Alright. Time for all-out assault. Okay, you're still strong against that. I think you're also strong against Meteor. No, you're actually fine against that, okay. Okay, you're kind of being rude to me right now, and I would request that you stop it. You're being specifically rude to me, and I don't appreciate it. The back of Ruben looks like a whole other person. Honestly, I can kind of see that, yeah. Like he's wearing like a big kind of imposing mask or something. I accept this headcanon. Okay, Pazuzu Phase 2. Pazuzu 2 Electric Boogaloo. Oh no, I don't have Wind. I have Blizzard. Now let's do this. Yeah, I kind of figured you'd still be strong. Okay, poison counter, that's not so bad. I'll actually have you do a life on Ruben so we get rid of the poison as well. I'm strong against that now. Patutu. Okay, I like that name better. He is now... Okay, his name is supposed to be Zuh, but I like Patutu better. He's now hereby forever be dubbed Patutu. That did very little damage. I have concerns. Oh, God. Okay, you're just being, like, stupid broken right now. Even our good spells are, like, really not doing a lot of damage. Also, Ruben can cast life 41 times. I've always found that amusing. Now bop him with your stab rod. Well, I can't now because he's got his shield up. We would basically literally get murdered if we attack him in this phase. But I feel like the Psych Shield as an attack is like a bug, because it only ever does 1 damage no matter what his stats are. Oh, heck you. Alright, in your honor, Striker. I shall boop him with the stab rod. Lord. That was about the same damage as our spells. That's kind of sad, actually. Okay, so focus on cures in the meantime. I do a little bit more damage with my spells, so I'm going to keep going with this. But yeah, it's not by a lot. Oh god, that kind of hurts. Ruben's back looks like a football player. You know what? Yeah, especially with like the shoulder pads he has there too. That also very much fits the profile. Now, the best part about it is the Psych Shield is that it actually gives me a chance to both heal up and get all my spells back. Well, it just does things that don't really do anything practical to us. Heck you! I mean, at least I needed the seed on myself anyway, so it didn't really affect me negatively, but still. Don't you dare. Okay, good. That was about to be very angry. So, defend. I don't really need to cast spells right now. Get him! Oh, he's still freaking alive. Alright, healing it is. I'm actually amazed my healing spells are doing so much right now. I guess I am higher level than I usually am, so maybe that kind of helps. I think he should be dead this round. Heck yeah. Alright, no more seeds or anything, but that's fine. Yeah, these are all going to be the same items you find in vanilla. One's always going to be explosive, one's always cure potions, one's heal potions, one the other seeds. The fact that you get 25 seeds at this point is actually really kind of busted in like the best way. Yeah, so we did already get full heal from getting talking to statues, so. Alright, let's do this. Alright, how strong and or weak are you gonna be? I mean, that could be worse. I mean, I'm fine with this attack going down. He's not going to use the physical attacks anyway. Oh, amusing. Is that all you can muster? Okay, Gilgamesh wannabe. Yeah, Final Form Sprite Rando is always going to be on whenever I do these randos. It is never coming off. And thankfully, that is one of the settings that actually stays whenever I change the set. Oh god, that was a lot of damage. Yeah, that setting always manages to stay on no matter what I do with the other setup, stuff like that, so that's nice. I'm going to preemptively do life.
Ner r r r r r r r r r r r r r d tilde 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 tilde.
Oh, I was kind of getting into the beat for that one. Also, I love how the TTS became a pirate for a little while there. Well, welcome on in, Raishi. How you doing tonight? Yeah, you came in at just about the right moment. We get to find out what the boss's true final form is. Now see what I really am. Oh, Meta Knight. You know, honestly, I can kind of see that fitting in the lore. Not gonna lie. Just vibing to a cutie? Heck yeah, cuties hanging out with cuties. Cooler Patutu. I mean, he's like a trillion times cooler than Patutu. Right, I never actually updated that. Dagnabbit. Well, it's a little late to change the category now, so we're just gonna stick with this. Yeah, because this is gonna be done in literally less than a minute. I should actually probably... Oh, I should definitely heal. See if I can sneak in one last white. Try to finish him off now. Oh no. Oh no. I was overconfident. Okay, I appreciate that the music doesn't reset when that happens. I very much appreciate that. I really need to get in the habit of, like, as soon as I know the result of the game for the wheel, I just update the category then, because I will forget otherwise. Something to work on in future. On the tracker above the weapons, what are the 3 boxes? I think those are different ways you can, like, visualize the tracker. I don't really know for sure what they are. There's no tooltip. Okay, I think it just changes, like, the sorting for the most part. Okay, so I think it's like vertical versus horizontal sorting, at least for some sections. I think the 0010 is just, it shows by... I think it might also be because it's kind of scrunched down a bit that this one shows weird. But yeah, it's just different ways of organizing the tracker to make it like look different. That's all it really is. Yeah, the music is very good. The music in this game is fantastic. But for like... I think like 3 years or so, I opened my streams to either the basic battle theme for this game, and I would open up my Friday streams to the boss theme for this game. The entire soundtrack is just amazing for this game, straight up. Ow. I should probably do a preemptive cure at this point. Are you serious? Well. Will you stop that? Being heckin' rude. I don't appreciate it. Will you stop that? Yeah, there are no defensive spells. There's no buff spell. There's really no support spells in general. The only thing you have outside of damaging spells is Cure, which does like a certain amount of HP recovery based on what your magic is. There's Heal, which cures all status ailments. There's Life, which restores the character to full health from death, and cures some status ailments, but not all of them. And then there's Exit, which you can use outside of battle to get yourself basically outside of a dungeon to the overworld immediately, or in combat, you can actually just take some enemies out of the fight entirely. Although if you defeat an enemy that way, you actually don't get any experience or gold for them. So you have to be kind of careful with how they use that one. But yeah, there are really no support spells of any kind in this. Oh no, why are we both confused? Okay, at least I'm not confused. Okay, so life does get rid of confusion. That's good to know. Yeah, I'll say one of the downsides about the way that this game is set up as far as like difficulty goes. Okay, good. That's petrified. One of the things that's kind of dumb about this for the way the difficulty goes is that for this fight, legit, the best strategy is to have one person constantly using like their damaging spells, and the other person just constantly using life on the person using attack spells, so the chain never really goes away. I sound confused? I mean, I'm always confused. That's my secret, Captain. I'm always confused. Laser. That was a strong laser. Life on you. Just catting. Catting is best category. Well, I'm glad I got the life repaired on that. Welcome on in, Riv. How you doing tonight? Okay, everybody's at full health now, which is actually nice, so I can actually lay on the hurt again. Mean to not being confused? Wait, what? Okay, now I'm confused about sounding confused while not being confused. Your EP probably can't stay long. I forgot there was like a second form that they morph into as well. Yeah, we're pretty close to finishing up the seed anyway, so we won't be probably going for too much longer as is anyway. Assuming we don't get, game over it again. Okay, good. I should probably do a cure on both of us as a precaution at this point. Actually, while I'm at it, I'll use a seed on myself as well. Bring my spell levels back. Ah, you can't petrify me. Yeah, almost full heal. Yeah, he should be dead pretty soon at this point. I forgot he's not immune to petrify. Dang it. Yeah, I don't have the heal spell available, but thankfully you get basically an infinite amount of heal potions throughout the run anyway, so you really never want it for status limiting things. Oh, that actually kind of hurt. I'd really rather you didn't do that. Okay, we got him. That's GG's. We defeated Meta Knight. Ba-da-dum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-da-dum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-da-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-da-ba-ba ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba ba-da-bum ba-dum. Alright. I'll reposition here. And yeah, while the credits play out, I'm gonna see if a certain being is streaming. I'm assuming they are at this point. Yep, they're oh, I haven't seen you stream in a while. Yeah, so I know exactly who we're gonna raid. We're gonna raid somebody who I don't normally get a chance to raid just because of the hours that they normally stream. There's someone who is currently doing, they're kind of doing like a working stream where they are, where did Ruben go? That's a very good question. Next question. Yeah, the person we're gonna raid into is somebody who's basically, they do a lot of streaming of like their kind of working thing where they basically run like a card selling business. I think, okay, I guess it's through a site called Card Market or whatever, but yeah, they're kind of streaming, they're doing like some card sorting right now and stuff like that, and they're a very cool person to kind of just sit and chat and vibe with, so we're gonna go give Kitty Wolf a raid, because again, I almost never get a chance to raid them because of the hours that they normally stream. So yeah, let's go ahead and get that set up. Okay, raid message. Right, was the true enemy all along. I don't know if he even knows what this game is necessarily, but yeah, I think this should be both a good and maybe confusing message for him to kind of deal with as we bring along our shenanigans over to his side. But yeah, so scheduled for the rest of the week. Tomorrow we're doing some more Talos Principle. Looks like we still got like a lot of that game to go through. I think we have like half of the B section to go. Then there's still like a C section after that, and I don't know if there's any more like sections to go after that, but yeah, yeah, we still got a decent bit of Talos Principle to go, so we'll be doing more of that tomorrow. Another speedrun of Heritage of Dragon's Tail on Thursday. I think the way I'm going to do it is at the start of every stream, I'm going to basically roll a d10 through the chat command. If I roll a 1 or a 10, I'll go ahead and do a no body run or percent run. Otherwise, I'm going to do just a standard any percent run. So that way I kind of get a chance of getting both runs without having to kind of bore myself on one or the other, or frustrate myself on one or the other. And then on Friday, we're going to be doing a kind of special scene library tour, where I'm going to be playing specifically a game that I picked up recently, and it looks so amazing from like literally the 5 minutes that I've seen played, and I'm definitely looking forward to showing it out to everybody. It is an amazing looking game, and it's also very silly too. But yeah, that's going to be a schedule for the next week. I'll see you all tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central for more Talos Principle. Until then, I bid you all a good night, and your cat mean.